In the wake of the Million Man March, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was awarded the Gaddafi Prize for Human Rights in Tripoli, Libya.
Hereby, the International Popular Committee of the Gaddafi Prize for Human Rights resolved to award the prize for the year 1996 to the militant, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The International Popular Committee of the Gaddafi Prize for Human Rights.
Minister Farrakhan was humbled by the deluge of gifts he received, tokens of the affection he inspired in people around the world. Saudi Arabia, the revered Bona Sheikh, known affectionately as the Sheikh of Sheikhs, turned over to the minister his cloak and his staff, the symbols of his legacy and his authority.
You will give them these daggers, and they will be with you, and they will guard you.
In December of 1997, President Alpha Conde of Mali presented the minister with the gift of a ram. The ram symbolizes high honor. Scripturally, it signifies God's approval of Abraham.
It's a white ram for yourself and your delegation.
Vous connaissez le symbole du bélier.
I know that you know the symbolic around this
C'est avec ça que nous accueillons nos hôtes.
This is the way we welcome our brothers.
Minister Farrakhan quickly formed a bond with the ram, but it was to be sacrificed before he left Mali for the next stop.
I will cherish all of the gifts that you have given to us in demonstration of solidarity and love.
هذه الهدايا ستكون بجانب قلبي دائما، وهي مثال للحب والرابطة التي تربطنا معا جميعا.
But the greatest of all of the gifts was the life of the ram.
وأعظم هدية أهديت لنا هي حياة الماعز الأبيض.
In 2002, Minister Farrakhan set out on another world tour, this time a peace mission. With the clouds of war on the horizon, he and his delegation left the shores of America for the eye of the storm, the Middle East.
And who better than somebody raised from the dead, coming up out of North America? We're not politicians. We're not coming asking for nothing, and we're not looking for nothing. Remember the Quran. Do no favor seeking gain. The gain will come when you do that which is right to do. Then whatever God will favor you with, He will give you. But if you go there corrupted, thinking of some gain, monetarily or any other kind of way, you corrupt the spirit of this mission. We ain't here for nothing but peace. That's number one. Then two, to stop a war that President Bush and his advisors are trying to get him to involve the American soldiers into that kind of war.
This would not be the minister's first time traveling to this part of the world on a peace mission.
Well, this is not a diet that can sustain life.
And no meat, he said.
It's a slow death for the whole nation, not just the little babies, but for the whole population. And of course, similar sanctions are in effect in other countries around the world. And so this is genocide. That's the only word that describes what is taking place here.
But I cannot use my brain for treating these children. We have no facility. And we decided not to leave home.
The second missile entered by the tunnel made by this first missile.
Why are you in Baghdad, Minister Farrakhan? Baghdad is the focus of the world because the clouds of war hover over this great city, and the winds of war are threatening not only this city and nation, but this entire region, which could lead to a war that could engulf the entire world. It came over the news this morning that the Justice Department of the United States government condemned my visit to Libya. Why? Am I a slave? Is America a plantation that I must seek permission from my government to visit my own brothers?
His words resonated with people around the globe. He touched the hearts of audiences everywhere with a healing from the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for every condition or circumstance he encountered.
You must not bow down to the English.
يجب ألا ترضخوا للبريطانيين.
You must not bow down to America.
ويجب ألا تخضعوا لأمريكا.
We must bow down only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've seen Africans that have graduated from Al-Azhar with doctorate degrees serving young Kuwaiti Arabs who don't have a degree.
That is true. That is true.
Talk back to me.
Go ahead, sir.
Is this the way we should degenerate?
No, sir.
Is this the way we should be as Muslims?
No, sir.
An inferior group so that if we're with the Pakistanis, we want to be Pakistani?
No, sir.
We're with the Arab, we want to be an Arab?
No, sir.
We're with somebody else who got it, we want to be like them? No. Why don't you want to be your African self?
Allahu Akbar. Takbir! 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 Walillahi alhamd. You're a big welcome for the right man with the right message at the right time, Minister Louis Farrakhan.
just to the living. I speak for the dead who died under the whip and the lash and the gun, at the tree, drowned in the rivers and the lakes. I speak for those who are silent now. And many of you may have forgotten the sacrifice of those who put you in those seats, but I cannot forget